Hi, perfect sweet angels. In the same way that sailors followed the North Star before maps existed, I made a Pinterest a few weeks ago because I knew I was going to be going to my 2 favorite thrift stores and I wanted the help of the girlies of Pinterest to guide my thrifting. And not to sound like ChatGPT trying to relate to Gen Z by describing internet aesthetics, but the vibe that I was going for was sort of like cabincore, whimsigoth, cottagecore, grandmacore. And if that was an indecipherable string of words to you, your screen time is lower than mine, and that's awesome. So I've been getting back into the 2010s like twee aesthetic, although if we're being honest, because God knows I'm bad at lying, Peter Pan colors never left, and cool girls everywhere know that. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the thrift with me like vlog portion of the video, because I'm honestly like foaming at the mouth over the haul I have to show you at the end. And by the way, in that context, foaming at the mouth is a good thing. First Savers location I went to is the bigger of the two. This was my outfit that day. Hopefully you can see I'm leading into fall. I was really excited by the idea of buying like a bunch of Halloween themed decor and clothing, but then I remembered that I'm limited by the size of my apartment in a way that can only be described as anti-girl. By the way, I think that looking at this owl necklace is as close to time travel as science will like ever get, because this is almost direct access to the year 2010. I don't know, maybe I have some younger viewers who were like toddlers back then and don't remember, but this owl necklace honestly should be in a fucking museum. I've been wanting to get into newsboy caps, but none of these felt right. Like I would never wear any of these to actually deliver newspapers. This pink one reminds me of that bitch Kelsey from High School Musical. Does anyone know who I'm talking about? Also, the bag section here today was so cute, but I think you guys are gonna be disappointed in me and also hate me when I show you which ones I ended up buying versus leaving behind. But that disappointment is a treat that you guys get to enjoy after you've watched 10 full minutes of my vlog, and I trust that you guys can find it in your hearts to respect me, or at least not hate me when the time comes, hopefully. I couldn't tell if this purse was like actually horrendously ugly or if the bag charm was just doing a lot of heavy lifting. Needless to say, I put it back because I couldn't decide. And something that I'm coming to terms with is the fact that I might actually be collecting thrifted purses, because I find myself buying them more frequently than basically anything else. Also, I'm just always so excited to see a cute purse, like a novelty purse. For example, this purse with the pattern of a map and like scalloped faux lace edges, I thought was so beautiful and unique and still like wearable. It was very much a double-digit price, which normally makes me feel personally wronged and very annoyed at Savers, but I thought it was really cute, and because I felt kind of insane looking at the $20 price, I googled it and I said that this brand with this pattern usually resells for like over $100 to like $200 sometimes, so I felt kind of okay about the price, honestly. I'm gonna be very honest and vulnerable, of course, as always, when I said that the dress section today really was not giving. Also, my rotted brain saw this normal-ass red v-neck sweater vest and was like, oh my god, Brandy Melville coded, and then I reevaluated just about everything in my life. I always find some winners in the skirt section here at this location. This houndstooth lace one was really twee in a good way, but also very much like a pencil skirt, so I passed on it. I loved the pleats on this solid black skirt though, but I couldn't tell if these last few skirts were like really cute or if my glasses prescription needs to be stronger. PJ and lingerie section here was very cute and like sleepover coated to me, which is of course very good, but I felt like they were only cute because they were all together and none of the pieces like on their own were like independently particularly cute, if that makes sense. Savers girlies will know, but at least near me, none of the Savers locations had dressing room, and I saw these gorgeous embroidered jeans and they were in the wrong size section, but because I have no idea what pants will fit me or what size I am, I tried them on under my dress, and honestly, thank God I did, because they were about 6 sizes too big, even though I was kind of confident that they were gonna fit. A lot of the sweaters here felt like they were off my Pinterest boards, but a lot of them didn't feel like me, and I couldn't tell if I was losing the plot in terms of my desired aesthetic, and if some of them were actually ugly. Like, I couldn't tell how I felt about most of them. However, I knew exactly how I felt about this cardigan made of sweatshirt material that said grandmas are special with a big ass embroidered doily, and of course how I felt about it is that I absolutely loved it. I loved the silhouette on this gray cardigan, but I didn't like that it was gray. I don't know, I don't think about this very intentionally, but I kind of find that I'm very particular about what color grays I like what shades of gray are good. Famously, there are at least 50. This red sweater reminded me of something that fellow YouTuber Dakota Warren would wear, and for some reason, even though I don't know if she would wear it, I largely liked it for that reason. This floral athletic top looked like something that Love Shack Fancy would sell for $150 only to have the customer like sweat through it in Pilates class the next day, and I thought that that was kind of cool. I also really loved this black lace baby doll blouse, and I put it in my cart to ponder. There were a lot of cool sweaters here, but the only other one that I absolutely loved was this red collared heart sweatshirt. Also, okay, this polka dot lace floral top had my jaw on the fucking floor. Like, it wasn't even tagged my size, but it looked like it could be my size, and it also looked like it was straight off of one of my Pinterest boards, and I knew immediately that I had to buy it. I did really like this ruffly blouse, but I mostly included this shop because I felt like the tag was beautiful and old. Speaking of old and beautiful tags, look at this prehistoric Forever 21 tag. What a beautiful artifact. Dear God, I loved culture in 2010. The shoe section here was so cute today, but real ones would know that my feet are like chronically fucked up and in pain. And yeah, that was the medical diagnosis that my podiatrist gave me. She was like, your feet are fucked up and in pain, which sounds unprofessional, but if you felt how my feet felt, you'd be like, that is so true and accurate. But seriously, I should only be wearing particular shoes like medically, so I had to pass on most of these, although I may or may not have purchased one pair because they made me really happy, and I thought that at minimum they'd be cute in pictures, and because I'm silly, I justified them in that way, and also they brought me an immense amount of joy. I wonder if it's obvious like what pair I got. Maybe you can tell, I don't know. Somehow I forgot to mention this, but I normally look at homeware first and then look at clothing and accessories, but recently I've been going to purses first. Okay, I'm really evolving. Anyway, because I waited so long to look at homeware, the suspense was kind of killing me. Like there was a lot of cute seasonal, autumnal, and like Christmas decor. By the way, Christmas decor is so nostalgic to me as someone who's not even remotely religious, but whose only comfort during her seasonal depression is the commercialization and commodification of Christmas in December. Like I fucking love Christmas decor, especially vintage Christmas decor. And if I didn't share such a small apartment with my boyfriend, I would have considered buying some, but I just couldn't personally justify it. But of course, as always, I stopped to look at the doll section for some style inspiration. Tchotchkes here were also really cute, but I kept thinking about how much shit is already on my hutch and was like, dare I say rationally, like, nah, I'm good for now. Felt like I was in a museum just appreciating culture, culturally informed via the thrift store, if you will. I did love this barren flower vase and I put it in my cart to consider, but then I remembered that we live with a cat who tries to eat everything, and even if we got flowers that were safe for her to ingest, they would look mangled to the point of being scary looking. I really considered buying this empty box of chocolates to use in an art project, and I kind of wish I'd gotten it, but also it felt insane to spend $2 on actual garbage that I could acquire by getting to actually eat a box of chocolates. And you know what? I felt unjustifiably proud of myself for not buying any of these cute plates, especially this set with beautiful apple illustrations. Like honestly, if I was in New York City and I found these, I would have purchased them, but I was at my mom's house in suburbia and I didn't want to deal with the logistics. Also, to be fair, I already own enough plates for just me and my boyfriend. There were also so many cute mugs, but none of them felt like I clinically needed to add them to my collection. Also, the plastic bag wall section popped off here today, but I kind of just admired it and moved along, not to brag. I did a pretty good job controlling myself in the homeware section of this location, although to be clear, I actually did end up getting a lot of clothing, so oops. But also I had a 20% off coupon and rewards that I very much used, and that felt heavenly. Also, by the way, oh my god, on my way to check out, I ran into one of my longtime TikTok and Instagram mutuals, Sasha, and it was so cool to meet her in person. She was just so cool and nice and sweet. Also, Sasha, hi, if you're watching this, I hope you're thriving. Running into her just made me realize how beautifully small the world is. Like, how cool is it that I can connect with other people online who like are cool and also love thrifting, and then randomly run into them at my favorite thrift store. Anyway, that just like made my day. Also, and before I move on to the second Savers location and jump a week in advance, here's everything that I put back at the first Savers location I went to. Okay, even though this location is slightly smaller than the first one, I always find that the selection here is so beautiful for a grandmacore bitch like me. I usually find pretty good wall art here, and by good, I obviously mean it looks like it came from a dollhouse or gingerbread house, but I didn't find anything there this time. Also, you might be familiar with the concept of would you still love me if I was a worm, but what about would you be the other half of a worm bookend if I was also a worm bookend? Also, if the whole worm bit doesn't work for you, it's because it's actually really highbrow, so I kind of understand that it's going to take some time to understand conceptually. I also thought that this heart-shaped Valentine's Day box was really cute, but I left it for another overly sentimental girl to find. I also keep hearing about the shoe diva aesthetic on TikTok, and I thought that these shoe postcards really matched the vibe. By the way, sometimes I feel like my vocabulary would break the brain of and ultimately kill a time traveler from the 1600s. Like, oh, the shoe diva aesthetic, with all due respect, that might even break the brains of some of you guys. Like, honest to God, what on earth? Also, I saw this cardigan on Depop months ago. I want to say for like $30, and I really liked it, but I didn't buy it, and I was shocked when it materialized in front of me in my size. It's so perfect. I was literally like talking to myself in the aisle. Also, here's my outfit when I went thrifting. If you think my jeans are up too high on me, you aren't as committed to the grandmacore aesthetic, and honestly, I'd be embarrassed about that, but you do you. Once again though, I was spiritually being called to the shoe and purse section, so I walked my already full cart over there. There were so many cute shoes that for whatever reason I couldn't wear. I say for whatever reason, but it's because I love to check every single size in the shoe section as a way of torturing myself by looking at shoes that objectively and numerically can never fit me. I was trying to find boots today, but boots the house down, I just couldn't. Oh my god. Did I use that correctly? Like, I'm embarrassed and I feel so silly. So if you guys think I'm acting weird during this voiceover, first of all, that's crazy. But no, also seriously, I've never done a voiceover for this long, and I'm trying not to be boring and just call everything cute, even though, to be clear, I do think everything is cute. The art section at this thrift store rocked my world and truly changed my life. Can you tell that I'm trying to use a unique vocabulary? And also I'm excited to show you which purses I got in a few minutes. I also really liked the coats here. I was surprised by the cute, okay, selection of dresses. I thought that this peachy coral dress looked like something that Pearl would wear while losing her shit before getting denied a role in like the traveling play or whatever. And I didn't know if it would fit me, but I was willing to take the risk. Looking back on this footage and also knowing this thrift store's layout better than I know almost anything on this earth, I'm like, wow, I really was just moving through this space out of order, like just truly wherever my heart was telling me to go. Also, I briefly went to look at t-shirts before seeing the jump scare that was this t-shirt that said pretty feet are a flex. And then I was like, you know what? I think I'm good on t-shirts. Like I think I already own a good amount of them. And then I circled back to like at jewelry and finished looking at the homeware section. And it should be obvious at this point, but my dream job would probably be just like buying and then never selling and archiving, if you will, warehouses full of vintage plate collections from thrift stores. But unfortunately, the job market just isn't aligned with my vision. Anyway, at this point, I was almost done looking at everything, but I was really intrigued by this set of 3 canisters that when put together formed a big barrel full of apples. But even thinking very creatively, I couldn't come up with a realistic way that I would be able to use this in my life. Also, someone donated a lot of beautiful rubber stamps that I really admired, and I was thinking about buying a bunch of curtains for my textile art supplies, but ultimately decided against it. Anyway, really quickly before we get into the haul in a second, yay, here's everything I put back. Also, please don't be mad at me for what I put back. Thank you. Anyway, I'm back home and I'm so excited to show you my very perfect, also very large thrift haul. In my defense, although this is an excuse, I didn't go to an actual thrift store for like 2 months, so I kind of feel like I lost my mind with this one. With that in mind, you guys might want to grab a crumble cookie or whatever snack is popular these days. I'm really out of touch, but this is gonna be a long one. Also, one more thing before I begin, and then I actually promise on my life that I'm going to get into the thrift haul. I am not putting these in any particular order or like grouping them by which thrift store I got them at, because I have the memory of a goldfish and I put all the items together to take a cute little picture of them, and then I immediately forgot which thrift store they came from. So they're gonna be in a random order, and I hope that's okay. The first thing that I have to show you guys is this like polka dot lace, oh shit, okay, this polka dot like lace top that almost looks like a fucking scrapbook. This looks like it was first of all directly off of one of my Pinterest boards, and second of all maybe out of my dreams. This size says it's an extra large, but I don't think it is. It looks to me more like a medium large, and I feel like I can make it work as like a size small slash small medium. This is my personal favorite thing in the haul, although there are other very cute things in this haul, but I just wanted to start off on a high note because are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck? Maybe you're looking at this and you're like, that shirt's ugly as fuck. But I really love it and it brings me a lot of joy, so I don't really care. I'm so in love with this shirt, and I can't tell if it's fast fashion or not, but I kind of don't really care. I think it's so cute and I thrifted it. Okay, the next thing I have to show you is kind of maybe a little bit boring, but it is on the top of the pile, so I'm going to be showing it to you next. It's just this fabric that I got. Oh yeah, and also for those who don't know, I am in grad school for fine arts, and specifically I do a lot of textile arts and work with a lot of like upcycled fabrics. So speaking of fabric that I got to use in grad school, I also got this leopard print. Also, if you hear a cat in the background, it's because she's trying to ruin my life while I film. And you know what? I love her for that. The next thing that I got is this absolutely impeccable and divine and heavenly sweater that has like Valentine's Day imagery all over it. I mentioned this in the vlog, but I saw this on Depop a few months ago and I wanted to buy it and then I didn't. I don't know how much the seller was selling it for, but I sure as hell know it was not $12 as per the price at Savers. And this was in my size. A lot of the time when I find grandma sweaters like this, they're slightly too big on me for my preference. So I don't know, just finding this in my size at the thrift store after I'd been wanting it on Depop, it kind of felt like a miracle and also like fate. I'm just so in love with it. And also now every time I look at it, I'm seeing like new aspects of it. Like I'm seeing new little details on it that I'm like, oh my God, that's so fucking cute. I don't know, like I feel like everything I'm picking up, I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Like I'm so happy about literally everything in this haul. Speaking of grandma sweaters, I have literally a grandma sweater and it's this like cardigan that's made of almost like sweatshirt material that says grandmas are special and has this like big ass doily embroidery on it. There is actually no world in which I would leave this behind at the thrift store. Holy shit. Some of you watching this might be like, oh my God, I'm so happy for you that you found something that you like so much. Personally, I think it's ugly as fuck. And I honestly respect that opinion. I know that this grandma like snuggy core cardigan isn't really gonna be for everyone. but I'm either thinking of styling it with a mini skirt to kind of give it some edge, or I'm thinking of never leaving my house wearing it and only wearing it on the couch. So we'll see what ends up happening. In any case, I feel like this is gonna bring me joy in either scenario, whether I wear it out of my apartment or not. You know how there's like different kinds of sweatshirt materials? This one is like the fuzzy kind in like the best way. So I actually am really excited to wash this so I can wear it literally every day of my life. Speaking of things that I'm probably not gonna leave my apartment in, but will also bring me a similar amount of joy, if not more, I got this nightgown that says "Nice Girls Finish First" for very obvious reasons. It has this like cute girl on it. This might come as a surprise to some of you, but I actually don't have that many nightgowns like to wear to sleep. I have some nightgowns that are like strictly outside clothes, but I don't have many that I actually wear to sleep. So she was needed. In terms of things that are like strictly outside clothes, I got this scarf. Okay, it's just like kind of a long sort of skinny scarf that's very soft, almost like a chenille probably, if I had to guess. I just don't own that many scarves, and when I'm looking through my Pinterest like outfit inspiration, every single outfit has a fucking skinny scarf, and I don't really own that many, so I wanted to have another option. I think that this will go with basically almost everything, and it's also so soft and I think will keep me warm. Another thing that randomly felt very autumnal to me was this crossbody bag from I think the 2000s. It says copyrighted 2004, who's to say. So fucking cute, first of all. I love anything with like a poodle on it. Also, this girl was fabulous and is wearing poodles on her skirt. Are you fucking kidding me? Also, this is like a really good size bag. You could fit like multiple books in here, and I famously haven't read a book in months, but I plan on it. So it'll be nice to have a bag to carry books with me in an alternate universe where I'm reading a lot. So I just love to have like a medium-sized bag. It makes me feel like very prepared for life, and you can put like a tote bag in here easily. I'm like pitching medium-sized bags to you. I have so much shit to get through. I'm gonna shut up, but I just thought that this was so cute. Oh, by the way, that bag is by the same people that made the nightgown, I think, that says "Nice Girls Finish First." This thing by that brand, which is Bobby Pin by Jeffrey Fulvimari, is this like beige bag with these green accents. Speaking of being autumnal, hello, there's literally leaves falling from the trees. Also, really quickly, tag yourself. I'm obviously this bitch right here, so you guys can pick one of these. This is A, B, C, D. I'm D. For those who are wondering, please let me know which one you are in the comments if you want, or not. Also, one last thing about this bag. Look at the fucking lining of this. Speaking of really cute autumnal bags, I ended up getting that crossbody bag with the map on it. I thought that this was so perfectly twee, and also like I really do love the detail of the scalloped like lace edge on the edge of the map detail. I looked up this brand online and I couldn't find any in this exact style. Also, can we talk about the fact that the zipper is like shaped like a flower? This bag just has so many beautiful details and feels like so buttery and nice. Wait, if you can believe it, and against all odds, the next thing that I have to show you is also a brown purse. By the way, this is why I said earlier in the vlog that I'm collecting purses now, because like this in itself is a collection. The next brown purse that I have to show you is this small one with these like embossed butterflies and flowers on it. I just thought that this was like so simple, and because it is monochromatic, it will go with literally anything, especially anything that has like brown accents, but also it has this cute little touch if you look up close. This one feels very summery to me, in a very coastal grandmother, like by the seaside kind of vibe. What? I ended up getting this one that's like a basket with like weaved ribbons through it. I know that this video is like thrifting for fall, and this is admittedly very summery, but summer's gonna happen again next year, and I just know that I'm gonna be really excited to style this. And the last two things I got from the bag section aren't really purses, they're more like pouches. First one, you guys are gonna be like, Lucia, what the fuck? You're not that type of girl. And I don't think I am that type of girl, and I didn't think I was that type of girl, but now I think I am that type of girl. You might be wondering, what is she talking about? I got a pouch that says "Live, Laugh, Love" on it, okay? And I would say, oh my God, like ironic, haha. And part of me, like the phrase part of it is ironic to me, but also I think that the print on it, the paisley, is so precious and cute, and I love the corduroy for fall. Like, look at the lining on the inside, okay?
Just like take a step back, and aside from the fact that it's like really overused and corny and like to the point of being cliche, I do want to live. I definitely want to laugh, and honey, oh, okay. I just realized that it says "Live, Love, Laugh." What the fuck?
I'm like, I feel like betrayed now. Then the last little pouch that I got from the bag section, this little pouch, I just think it's nice to have little pouches to put little things in it. Nice things, whether you're traveling, whether you're like organizing stuff within like a bin. I don't know. I just love having little pouches to organize my shit in. Just love the color palette on this, and I thought that the patchwork detail just really matched the vibe of my Pinterest boards. If you're wondering why the camera angle changed ever so slightly, it's because our cat Maud wants to ruin my life and hates small YouTubers. I like have her in the background. I'm like, oh my god, she's so cute. It's like she's about to like chow down on her leg probably. So we'll see how that goes. If you guys hear a lot of slurping in the background. I also ended up getting these absolutely adorable felt shoes with this fucking floral bow on them. They look totally unworn on the bottom. Thought that at minimum, these would be really cute in pictures or like to have in a little photo shoot. I don't think I would walk a super long distance in these, but maybe like to go to the grocery store, these could be cute. And these were so lovely. I've never seen anything like them. Like this bow detail is off the charts. That's the best I could come up with to describe these shoes. Okay, working on it. I also got this collared sweatshirt with like a flower heart wreath on it. So when I'm in my apartment, I would say 95% of the time I'm not wearing anything that I would wear out. I am just wearing the same unwashed collared sweatshirt with the same unwashed PJs, largely unwashed, I would say. I just wanted to have another collared sweatshirt to have in my rotation. I just want to feel cute in my cozy little PJs. So yeah, I thought that this was not only cute, but also very cozy and would be perfect to wear around my apartment, so I got it. That's that on that. Anyway, the next thing that I got is this red sweater that's like a turtleneck with these like little embroidered snowflakes on it. I just thought that this was really cute, and like even though it could be perceived as Christmassy, it could also just be worn like regularly, if that makes sense. I thought that it was not only festive but also kind of versatile. I ended up getting this black pleated skirt because I really like that the pleats are kind of like mini, like micro pleats, if you will. And I also like that the waist was kind of like a drop waist with so cute and like ballet core. This was such a good staple to have in my wardrobe because even though it is kind of simple, it also has so many nice details on it, including now having up 7 pounds of cat hair on it. So yeah, I think that that's cute. I also ended up getting that dress that I said Pearl from the movie Pearl would lose her shit in, or like a creepy possessed doll would be wearing this before it like wreaked havoc on the whole town. So I loved that. And the last 2 things that I have to show are actually jackets. The first one is this like, I want to say, I don't know how to describe this, almost like a military style jacket. This jacket with like a low-waisted mini skirt and like a turtleneck under it, or like a white ruffly blouse under it. Shut the fuck up. Or with a newsboy cap. And then the last thing that I have to show you guys is maybe kind of boring, but to me very exciting because it is very practical and I think needed in my wardrobe. And I've been looking for something very similar for years now, but I haven't found the right one. It's just this quilted puffer jacket in like a khaki color. I think that this is so cute. I also love like the shirling detail on the inside, but I've been looking for years now for like the perfect quilted puffer jacket that like felt like me. Also, the puffer material on this is kind of thick in a way that I feel like it'll be actually really warm instead of being more of like a windbreaker. So I'm really excited about that. I feel like it will go with literally everything, and also it is so quintessentially fall to me. Anyway, that's it for my kind of giant thrift haul. Please subscribe if you enjoy thrifting content and or this aesthetic. I plan on making more autumn thrifted fashion content soon, maybe outfit ideas. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!